Marcus Chen straightened his collar for the third time, staring at his reflection in the cafe window. The Universal Dating Network had seemed like a joke when his friends signed him up. Connect with beings across the galaxy. The advertisement had promised. He'd swiped through a few profiles, mostly for laughs, until he matched with someone named Zaria. Her bio was simple. Loves stargazing, family-oriented, seeks genuine connection. The cafe door chimed and Marcus turned. His breath caught. She was tall, nearly 7 feet, with iridescent skin that shifted between deep purple and silver under Earth's afternoon sun. 4 elegant arms moved with practiced grace as she removed her translation collar. Her eyes, large and luminous like twin galaxies, found him immediately. Marcus? Her voice was melodic, the translator rendering it in perfect English with a slight accent he couldn't place. That's me. He stood, suddenly aware of how ordinary his khakis and button-down shirt must seem. Zaria? Please call me Ria. She smiled, revealing what appeared to be crystalline teeth that caught the light beautifully. I hope I'm not too much? I wasn't sure about Earth's atmospheric protocols. No, Marcus caught himself before saying something embarrassing. You look great. Please sit. The date progressed better than he'd imagined. Ria was charming, funny, and surprisingly knowledgeable about human culture. She laughed at his terrible jokes, shared stories about her homeworld, a place called Kith Arena in the Andromeda sector, and seemed genuinely interested when he talked about his work as a civil engineer. So your people build structures that last centuries? She asked, leaning forward with 2 of her hands wrapped around an Earth-style coffee. That's fascinating. On my world, we construct with living crystal. The buildings grow and adapt. That sounds incredible, Marcus said. I'd love to see that someday. Something flickered in her eyes. Nervousness, perhaps. About that? Marcus, I should probably tell you something. I wasn't entirely forthcoming in my profile. His stomach dropped. Here it comes, he thought. She's married. Or in a pod collective. Or has 17 spawn waiting at home. I'm kind of important on my world, she continued, her 4 hands fidgeting. My family owns some territory. Quite a bit of territory, actually. Like you're rich? Marcus asked carefully. Wealthy, yes, but it's more than that. She took a deep breath, all 4 hands now flat on the table. I'm Zaria Telmora, Duchess of the Kitharan Outer Reaches. My family owns 3 moons, 7 asteroid mining facilities, and holds stewardship over 42 inhabited stations. Marcus blinked, then blinked again. I'm sorry, did you say 3 moons? Yes, well, technically 2.5. We share custody of Kithmora Minor with the Federation Council. She watched him anxiously. Is this a problem? I know humans have complex feelings about class structures. He should have been intimidated, terrified even. This woman, this alien duchess, could probably buy Earth with her pocket change. But looking at her now, seeing the genuine worry in those cosmic eyes, all he felt was curiosity. How does someone even own a moon? He asked. Relief washed over her features. It's hereditary. My mother was a pioneer in the outer reaches, established trade routes, helped xenoform, several uninhabitable zones. The Federation granted our family governance rights. She paused. Does this change things between us? Marcus considered the question seriously. In the past 2 hours, he'd learned that Ria loved Earth jazz music, couldn't stand the taste of chocolate, had a younger brother who was apparently a famous quantum physicist, and dreamed of opening a cultural exchange center. She was kind, funny, and made him feel like he was the most interesting person in the galaxy when she listened to him talk. Can I ask you something? He said finally. Anything. When you matched with me, a random civil engineer from Seattle who shares an apartment with 2 roommates and drives a 15-year-old Honda, what were you thinking? Ria's expression softened. I was thinking that your profile said you build bridges for a living. Not just physical ones, but community ones. You volunteer teaching engineering to underprivileged children. You wrote that you believe the most important thing in life is connecting people. She reached across the table with 1 hand, hesitating until he met her halfway. I've had enough people interested in my moons, Marcus. I wanted someone interested in me. Her skin was warm, slightly textured like fine sandpaper. Marcus found himself smiling like an idiot. For the record, he said, I'm definitely more interested in you than your moons. Though I have to admit the moons are pretty cool. She laughed, a sound like wind chimes in a summer breeze. Would you like to see them someday? The moons, I mean. Kythemora Prime has these crystalline forests that sing when the solar winds hit them just right. Is this you asking me on a second date? This is me hoping you'll say yes to a second date, she corrected. Though I should warn you, my family will probably want to meet you. My mother can be intense. She once negotiated a peace treaty between 3 warring factions while juggling plasma torches at a diplomatic dinner. Your mom juggles? It's a Kitharan thing. We're a very kinetic species. Marcus laughed, the absurdity of the entire situation finally hitting him. He was sitting in a Seattle cafe, holding hands with an alien duchess who owned 3 moons, planning second dates that involved interstellar travel. His friends were never going to believe this. I'd love to meet your family, he said. Fair warning, though. My mom's going to ask if we're serious, and my dad will want to know if your moons have good fishing. Ria's eyes sparkled with amusement. Kythemora Minor has excellent fishing. The quantum salmon there can exist in 2 places simultaneously. Of course they can, Marcus muttered, grinning, as the Earth sun set beyond the cafe windows, casting orange and pink across the sky. Marcus Chen realized that the universe was far stranger, far more wonderful, and far more full of possibilities than he'd ever imagined. And it had all started with a blind date. He couldn't wait to see where it went next. 3 moons, he thought, shaking his head in wonder. His future alien fiancée owns 3 moons. The funny thing was, he was starting to think he might be okay with that.